This stuff is expensive, but it is good. Raspberry, cherry, apple, goji, guarana. So, today, I don't know, I wanted to talk about mental health. Obviously, there's been a lot being brought up now. Horrible, tragic things have happened. And it's all leading down to mental health. It's kind of like having a therapy session, sitting on camera and talking about your mental health. But I wanted to talk about my story with mental health and what and how and what I've done and how I've grown since then. Because we all have our own individual story, we all go through stuff, and it can really affect us mentally, and it can affect how we live our everyday lives. And now social media it's took over, hasn't it? Social media has took over. That's how we connect with people, and there's a lot of unfortunate people out there that like to troll and give people abuse and all that good stuff to make people feel less about themselves. I don't know what, where, how, when and why they do it, but it really does affect people, and people kill themselves, and it's horrific. And I have my fair few experiences with online hate, and yeah, how I've dealt with that throughout my life is a roller coaster. Where do I begin? Well, funny enough, was it yesterday? Yeah. I was looking through my old Facebook statuses from the age of like 13, from when I ever first got Facebook. And I really feel that Facebook back in the day was way more expressive. Like back in the day, I used to tell Facebook everything I'd done and every opinion on everything. But yeah, when I was about 13, 14, 15, till probably about 16, I think, I received a lot of hate online. A lot. I was someone that really liked taking photos, and I was very creative with photos. Maybe sometimes I showed a bit too much skin, which I'm still known for this day for doing. Looking back, I can see why people would give me as much abuse as they did. I don't know. But yeah, when I was like 14, I uploaded a bikini photo while I was on holiday. But there was this certain girl that always used to write a bitchy status or abusive status about me, pretty much. And then the whole of Facebook would get involved. I would have a lot of people, like hundreds of comments, writing stuff all about me. But I did have actually a lot of people stick up for me, which I found amazing looking back on the statuses. Like, there were a lot of good people, but obviously at 13, 14, 15 years old, when you're receiving a lot of hate on the internet for who you are, pretty much, that can affect you a lot, and it has really affected me throughout my life, believe it or not. I've always like seemed quite a confident person, I'd say, like, yeah, but not really the truth. With the amount of hate I used to get when I was a teenager, that caused me to judge myself a hell of a lot. And I feel like if social media, if I didn't have it back then, or was as on it as much as I was, I probably would have a different view of how I felt about myself. Because when I didn't think I was fat, and when I posted that bikini photo, that's when I started, that was the first time that I started to get called fat a lot. Fat. And at the time, like, I never really had a problem with my weight, really. No. I never really had a problem with my weight from the age of 13 to 14. Until people actually started saying I look fat. So calling a 14-year-old fat is... well, I don't know what you're thinking anyway. Plus the girl was a lot older than me, and then everyone else is getting involved calling me fat and stuff. So yeah, that caused a real good problem in my life, because now I've got insecurities and now I'm thinking I've got weight problems. So that was what got me to lose a lot of weight. Actually, really affected me. You get a young teenager that doesn't really care about her weight, and then she gets told she's fat by girls on the internet, where Facebook back then, everyone knew each other. I live in a place where we all knew each other, and we would all hang out sometimes, and we'd all see each other out, and we'd go to house parties. Like, all these people had something to say about me, and some people stuck up for me. But that's not the point. There was a lot of people that really diminished my self-image, really. After that, I was very, very focused on losing weight. Very focused on losing weight, and I dropped a lot of weight. I dropped so much weight. I was down from 9 stone... I went from 9 stone 10 to 7 stone. Yeah. I got so obsessed with working out and trying to be this really slim person and fit that, yeah, which led to more mental health problems. But other than that sort of stuff with the self-image, throughout my life I have suffered with anxiety. Throughout my life. When I was a kid, I used to, like, have a panic attack, or this, like... I don't know, I would panic about missing the bus and being late for school. Like, the thought of me having to walk in assembly while everyone was staring at me was horrific. And the amount of anxiety I felt every morning for that. But throughout this, like, school really messed me up. Being bullied in high school. And obviously I left and got homeschooled at the age of 14. So being bullied in high school, getting hate from social media. Yeah, I think that was the start of my self-image issue. I feel like society that I was brought up around tried to really run me down, like, so bad. God, it is really hard talking about yourself, you know. As I grew up, being homeschooled, my only social life was when my friends didn't go to school, whatever little friends I had. And then, yeah, I would drink every weekend, and the amount of blackouts this 14, 15, 16-year-old girl would go through is immense. Like, to have a night where I was drinking and I didn't black out was weird. Like, that was rare. And I caused myself to be so ill. So if you're constantly giving someone abuse about how they look, how they act, who they are as a person, they're nothing, slag, slut, whatever you want to call them, it's up to that person to see how that affects them, those words. Teenage-year-old Shannon didn't have as much wisdom as I do now. Yeah, throughout my teenage years, constantly receiving hate. I don't know if that's, like, normal. Like, did everyone go through that? I don't know. Did everyone receive, like, loads of hate online? Like I did. I don't know if it's, like, a thing. Self-image destroyed. I became so insecure with how I looked. Oh my god. So insecure. So I started dyeing my hair blonde. I really liked the Marilyn Monroe look. That's where I started to get my style inspiration. Lost a lot of weight. And then people start telling you you're too skinny. So I felt like I couldn't really win, to be honest. So my late teens, that's when Instagram started getting popular. And we all know what Instagram is. The way Instagram has evolved is pretty major. Like now, everything's filtered, everything's edited. Snapchat. What the hell? Like, I was thinking the other day, all these filters, since that Snapchat started, if you're going to put filters on for people to use that makes them feel way more beautifuler than when they take the filter off, that is causing a huge self-image issue. They're going to be feeling like they're not as attractive as this really freaking airbrushed, chiseled jawline look. Like, that has caused us all to have such bad self-image issues. So that's causing women to have self-image issues about their face, and Instagram about all this airbrushing and everyone looking great and everyone having the best life and all this stuff, and then you're sat at home and you're like comparing yourself all the time. Comparing ourselves to people that are edited. Like, I have been very guilty of editing my photos. It took a long time for me to get comfortable in my own skin. Like, this year, no, it's 2020. I'd say the past 6 to 7 months, not feeling worthy enough, that sort of thing. Plus having my eating problem as well. Because when I reached 19, I started putting on weight. I actually started bulking, and then life goes wrong, didn't care anymore and put on loads of weight. So then I had troubles with, I was really thin and now I feel fat, and then I went on TV and oh god.
Apparently playing with fire always ends well. Burned.
Made some bad decisions.
And then wait for a wasp to sting them. This beauty vlogger models herself on the famous 1950s hits to wow you with their style selection.
How often do you go out?
Quite a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, well, this week be 3 times.
Really? Looking at the way I did, and I actually had like a reality check. I would like to see myself in that light, because I think I delusionized myself to think, I don't know, I thought I was not as, I didn't think I was as bad as I looked on TV. I didn't realise how big I was. Like, it was weird. And then everyone thought they would call me fat on that as well. So, yeah, you can imagine. It's just like always been picked at for my weight throughout my life. So yeah, alcohol, self-medicating became a big issue in my life. It caused me to be very unwell throughout my life, and to not be able to have the energy or to be able to do the things I want to do. It's been about a year since this happened, but it's happened on about 3 or 4 more occasions where I have been intoxicated and tried to take my life on 4 occasions from the age of, I think it was like 15, 16? 15, I think. Might have even been younger. Looking back at the old version of myself, my younger self from the age of 13 to 21, I would say. I would say that she was a very sad, lost girl, to be honest. The only thing that has got me through everything is hope and faith. My middle name is Faith, so I gotta have a lot of faith. I got to have faith that I will succeed in life. There is more to life than what I have lived. I understand there's more to life than what we see, and we do have to go through things for a reason. Our mind is so powerful, and we can let other people affect how we think and feel. Life changes all the time. Circumstances, opportunities come our way. Things are always changing, and this is what I learned. Things I cared about a year, 2 years ago, I don't care about now. People, friendships that I thought hurt me, or relationships, I don't care now. girls that were bullies when I was a teenager. That really affected me then. But that doesn't affect me now. I see myself in a whole new light, which is an amazing feeling. Like, if you knew how far I've come on my journey, which I think I will want to talk about one day. But sometimes you ain't ready to go right in deep, you know? To feel like you want to kill yourself and no longer live on this earth, that means you have no hope anymore. And to have no hope of a future, of your life, of family, of friends. I feel like law of attraction, spirituality and all that stuff, it teaches you to be calm in your mind, these meditations, bringing that into your life if you have negativity surrounding you. You have the power to manifest your reality. So if you've got people giving you abuse or being horrible to you or making your life a misery, you have the power to change that. To let someone affect you that much that you take your own life, you're letting them win because you're not understanding how much potential and how much love and life that there is to give you. The universe wants you to live your best life possible and give you the love and give you everything you ever wanted. It's just you that has to be that person to get that. You've got to be strong within yourself. You've got to love yourself. You've got to give yourself nutrition, because the food that we're eating affects how we feel and think. It's giving us cancer. It's causing us to be ill. Stress is the biggest cause of illness. If you use any drug or alcohol to heal your depression, then you're going to get a negative effect from it. It will keep you in that frequency. It's not too shabby being yourself, you know, because what I've realised is you're with yourself 100% of the time. There ain't nobody else. And you've got your higher self, your higher power, your intuition that's guiding you throughout life. You can connect with your angels, your spirit guides that can guide you and help you. Me properly taking oracle cards and tarot reading seriously, that's helped me a lot. It's helped get guidance from the universe and my angels, and it's helped me connect, seeing numbers, and yeah, spirituality really can help with depression and anxiety. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and please like and subscribe for more.